So, this is hard for me to talk about because I don't know how to talk about it. I don't know how to say it. I don't know how to make a video about it. But you know what? I'm gonna try my best. This video is about my quiet, shy label that I was put as a child. Growing up, I don't remember ever hearing school kids saying that I was shy or quiet. But I do remember my family calling me, she's just shy. So I think I took that very personal, and I took that as a personality. And it was very hard for me I took that as a personality, so I took it in school. I took it with school, so I didn't talk in school. I was a little quiet per kid because that label was put in me since I was a child in a family-oriented place, and I took it hard, right? So in school I was very quiet. I didn't say much. I didn't raise my hand. I didn't do anything. I didn't express my opinions. I didn't ask for help when I needed help. I didn't do anything, right? And it was very hard. Then over the years, it made me being labeled as shy, quiet kid as very, very young age. It makes you feel like you're not smart. It makes you feel like your opinions, your feelings, your everything doesn't matter. Because I'm pretty sure I said this before, but I was never asked anything. I was always watching TV. I was always doing my own thing, quiet. I talked to myself. That's the most I did. I and being called shy, it gave me, I really thought I was a shy person as a child. It made me feel like I'm not good enough. It made me feel like everything about me was not great. And then, I don't know, it was very hard. But still, I got picked on in school for the way I looked. I got made fun of. With my family, they used to joke around, laugh. In the late 90s, early 2000s, nobody really called it bullying, but they called it, oh, we just making fun of you. It's just a joke. But those jokes were real, because even if I didn't say nothing, even when I was just quiet, being a robot, not saying anything, they still find a way to joke about me, about how I look, how I see. And then even if I didn't do anything, they always blamed it on me. And it made me feel like anything about me, made me feel like my presence, my opinions, my life, my feelings, my everything didn't matter at all. It really did. In my 20s, I started getting into politics. I don't want to make videos about politics in this video, but this is part of my story. In my 20s, I ended up being into politics, and I tried to open up about my feelings about politics and all this stuff. And it was so hard for me to even give myself opinions or share my opinions of what I feel like, because I never had anybody saying, you're doing good. Nobody ever asked me my opinion. So even if I had an opinion about politics, it was so hard to articulate, because I felt like I was dumb, because nobody really cared about my opinion. Nobody. And even if I did have my opinions in my 20s about politics, they just dismissed me. And it made me I even feel very sad about it. And even then, instead of having opinions in life, talking to people, back and forth about life opinions, politics, and other shit, right? I end up going to Facebook and commenting a lot of stuff on Facebook and finding my voice through Facebook because it was easier to have. It was easier for me to. It was easier for me to just go on Facebook and type how I feel because it was not face to face. I end up. It was easier on Facebook than face to face. And then I became my 30s. I'm in my 30s. I'm in my late 30s. And I have been working on myself for the last few years. And I've been more... I started doing videos on... No. I started sharing stories on Instagram at the beginning. But then I had to stop sharing Instagram stories because I knew too many people there. I knew family members, all cousins, sisters, everybody was in there. Old high school friends, middle school friends, you name it. Old co-workers, you name it. Everybody's on Instagram, right? And then I stopped using Instagram. I ended up going to TikTok. And TikTok was easier to share my opinions, but then a few of my family members end up starting to use TikTok, and it made me stop. It made me not share my true opinions because I felt like I was already starting to be judged. So I recently stopped using TikTok, and I went to YouTube, and I feel like YouTube helped me so much. Nobody's there. Nobody knows I have a YouTube channel. You cannot see if I have a YouTube channel, which is great for me. And I've been more open on YouTube than any other platform. And to be honest, it's one of the best things I did. I even started improv class 8 weeks ago. And improv class really did help me a lot. It helped me overcome my fear of saying things out of the blue, because improv, you had to just say whatever. You had to say whatever comes to your mind, and nobody can judge you for it. And that was like the hardest thing ever to do. But each week I went to improv class, even though during the class I regret being there. And by the end of the class, I felt very heavy, very heavy. Like each class, I was very heavy by the time I left the class. And I guess that was a way of my soul, my subconscious trying to start to open up layer by layer. And then, I just want to share my story about being quiet and shy. That if you ever felt that somebody put you in that label as a child, you're not alone, because I understand that. And each day it's too hard for me to overcome that. Each day it really hard for me to overcome that. I had to fight really hard to just say what I have to say, because it's so hard for me to just say it, to talk about it, because I feel like if I say anything, I'm gonna be judged. I'm gonna be people gonna talk about me. People gonna judge me. People gonna hate me for what I have to say. But doing these videos has helped me. I have pushed myself, and I have been saying it, and I think every video has helped me open up a little bit more. And if you ever feel like your label as a child is hard for you as an adult now, you're not alone. But you know what? You had to fight for it. You had to fight for your life that you want. You had to just ignore, stop talking stop talking to your family if you have to stop talking to them. If you had to have minimum talking to them, then don't talk to them. You don't need to talk to them at all. You don't. But if you ever feel like you was labeled anything, for me, I was labeled the shy, quiet kid. And that label been haunting me for my entire life. And I've been trying to, for the last few years, to just let go of that label. Just let go of that label. And it's hard. I'm not going to say it's easy. It's not easy. It's very hard to let go of that label, because that's the label that you knew since forever. And I understand it is. But you have to just keep pushing every time you do. I keep pushing every day. I keep saying I cannot do this, but I still do this. I keep saying I cannot do this. But guess what? I'm still recording videos. So part of me knows I have to do this. And then the other part of me is like fighting for me not to do this. And then I had to keep pushing to the side of me that wants to do videos, because I love doing these videos. I love it. It helps me. It helps whoever listening to it. And I just want to share this part of my story. And if this is one of the hardest videos to make, because I've been trying to make this video for the past few days, and it's been so hard. I didn't like the other ones, but I think I like this one so far. I just want to share. Keep going. Just keep going. Push a little bit more. Push a little bit more. You got this. I got this. You got this. We both got this together. We could just help each other. Don't forget, whatever is your dream, fight for your dream. Fight for your dream. Even if it's hard. Even if it's hard. Even when part of you still don't know what is your life. Part of you don't know what is how this dream will come out to be. But you know you had to do it. Just do it. And the labels that you was put on as a child is not the label for the rest of your life. You just had to learn how to move past the label. And it's hard. I'm not going to say it's easy, because it's not hard. This label as the shy, quiet kid been haunting me my whole entire life. I am 36 years old, and I'm just barely learning how to push past this label. I'm learning that I don't need to listen to anything that my family ever said to me. I'm learning that their opinions about me as a child is not my real me, because my real self is this curious person who loves to talk, who loves to go for walks, a lot of walk. This person that they don't know loves adventure, loves to listen to other people's perspective, love the craziness, love the silliness, love the just being different, love being weird. And I just learning to love myself is one of the hardest things to do, but you will get there. You will get there, you'll push through it, and you will, in the end, you will win or they will. In the end, you did something that you always knew in your heart that you could do, and you did it. In the end, you're gonna win, and they're still gonna stay in the same cycle they've always been, because they don't want to change. But I know you want to change. I want to change. We both want to change, and we're gonna both do it together, little by little, step by step, because we got this together. I got this. My dreams are bigger than my family will ever have. They probably think I'm crazy, but you know what? I don't care if they think I'm crazy. But you know why? Because crazies make my dream life happens. Anyway, I just want to tell anybody here who's listening that if you have this dream, you have this label that family put you on, school people put you on, or whoever put you in this label, ignore them and push you through, because you know what? Your dreams are bigger than they are. They're probably just jealous that you're different. They're probably just jealous that you got this spark in you. You know what? You probably do. And they probably don't have the spark. And you probably do. Just like I have the spark. And they probably don't have the spark. You know what? We both got this together. So let's help each other to improve ourselves, that we know we could do this. So have a great day. Love yourself. Push through. And we got this together.